What if I told you there's a secret ingredient that builds our bodies and also controls the future of our entire planet? Today, we're going to uncover this amazing building block of life and find out how it does both.
So what is it? What's this one secret thing that keeps you healthy and also keeps the whole Earth healthy? You might be surprised. We're going to start by looking at our cells, and then we'll zoom out to see the big picture.
But before we get into the story, we need to learn a few key words. Think of them as our own building blocks for this explainer. There are just 5 of them. Let's get started.
Okay, first up, healthy body. When we eat good food and feel great, we have a healthy body. Try saying it. Healthy body.
Next, we have serious problem. This is something that's, well, really not good, and we need to pay attention to it. For example, if it gets too hot, that's a serious problem. Let's say it. Serious problem.
Now for a super useful one, because of. We use this to explain why something happens. Like, we are happy because of you. Your turn, because of.
Here's an action. Give medicine to. This is what a doctor does for someone who is sick. The doctor will give medicine to the person to help them get better. Say it with me. Give medicine to.
And our last one is stay strong. This is our goal, right? To be healthy and full of energy. For example, drinking milk helps our bones stay strong. Awesome! Now that we have our words, we're ready for the story.
All right, let's put these new words to use. We're going to read a story about a boy named Scott. It all starts when he wasn't feeling so good.
So Scott's doctor told him something pretty simple but really important. You need good food and clean air to have a healthy body and to be strong. Sound advice, right?
You see, the doctor gave medicine to Scott to help him get a healthy body. But this got Scott thinking about something much bigger.
So Scott started wondering, what really helps us grow and stay strong? And he found the answer: carbon. It turns out carbon is what everything alive is made of. It's like the ultimate Lego piece, the main building block for all of us.
So, there you have it. The secret to how we stay strong is carbon. It really is the building block that makes up you, me, the trees, everything.
But here's the cool part. Carbon doesn't just sit still. Nope. This little building block is always on the move, traveling all around the world in a giant circle. And this journey has a name: the carbon cycle. It's pretty simple, really. First, plants breathe in carbon from the air. Then, animals eat those plants to get the carbon. And finally, when animals breathe out, that carbon goes right back into the air. It just goes round and round and round. Okay, so we know carbon is essential for a healthy body. But what about a healthy Earth? Let's connect the dots now and see how carbon affects our entire planet. So if carbon is this amazing building block of life, how could it ever be a bad thing? Well, you know that saying, too much of a good thing? That's where our story takes a really important turn. Here's the deal. In the air, carbon turns into a gas called CO2. Now, a good amount of CO2 is great. It's like a cozy blanket for our planet, keeping it nice and warm. But if there's too much CO2, that blanket gets way too thick, and that's when it becomes a serious problem, making the Earth much too hot.
So it all comes down to balance. Just like our bodies need the right amount of food to be healthy, our planet needs just the right amount of carbon in the air. Not too little, and definitely not too much.
And that's the secret. Carbon. It's the building block that helps us stay strong, but it's also what's in charge of our planet's temperature. So the big question for all of us is, now that we know how important this balance is, what can we do to help keep our Earth strong?